Cool, let's start. So, my name is Serhii, and I'm geospatial Python developer at Up42. My topic is defining STAC in an uncompromising way. STAC is a young format on its way of constant improvement. It's pretty flexible, and flexibility is essential for handling this variety of data from different providers. I want to give you an idea why making it stricter can improve its overall experience with STAC without losing any functionality. As its website says, the goal is to all providers to expose their data so that the new code doesn't need to be written whenever a new dataset or API is released. While it's true within one API, but if you have two different APIs that follows same version of STAC, it doesn't guarantee that they're interchangeable. Usually you need some tiny tweaks to match each of them. One of the example is Polygon Geometry from search response. I assume that each STAC item is an image, so we can narrow generic type of geometry to more specific polygon. It feels like obvious thing, but I face a provider with multi-polygons for polygon. Working with multi-polygon is not a big deal, but it's a tiny tweak that you need to be aware of. Another example is the pagination. STAC doesn't define the only way to set up the pagination for it. And as it says, implementers may use any names or fields of their choosing. Pagination can be provided solely through header values, solely through body values, or through some combination, something that you need to be aware of. And defining these tiny things in specification will lead to more precise models in different programming languages. And some potential errors can be found on schemas validation stage, such things as setting non-negative integer types for things like limit, number page, etc., or something like that start date should be before the end date. I want to emphasize that I'm not going to tell which way is better. It's a topics for holy wars within STAC community. In the end, it really doesn't matter. What matters is having the robust standard that sets developers free from interface details and let them focus on more important stuff, such as business logic. And I want to end my presentation with a good example of strict format from Python community. PEP8 is official standard for formatting the code of Python. But according to GitHub, it's not the most popular one despite its officiality. The leader is black, the uncompromising code formatter. It even dictates one and the only one way to write the code. And its popularity may tell us that having strict format, maybe it's a good practice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Serhii. Yes, it's great seeing that sort of feedback with your experience in using STAC. I've run into the case of multi-polygons for geometries when they're actually just polygons. Although I would note that when you reach the intermeridian, one way to handle that is by having a multi-polygon on both sides. So I don't know the best way to handle that, but thanks for your thoughts on all of that. Okay, so